What is up, YouTube family? Thank you guys for tuning back into Wilburn Reactions. My name is Chod. If you are new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Hit that thumbs up if you like this video. Also, notification buttons on at all times. I do release videos throughout the day. Today, we are headed back into Bob Dylan. And I've been enjoying it. I know you guys have been, a lot of you guys have been writing me saying, I'm glad you're enjoying the Bob Dylan journey. And it's just, I don't know, he's just a special person. And the song we are going into now is Every Grain of Sand. Before I dive in, first and foremost, I want to thank my new subscribers for coming over and supporting me on my channel, and my subscribers that's been here. But if you are new, while the music is playing, I do wait to the very end to give you my honest, detailed breakdown. So wait for that. Also, thank you so much for making me be one step closer to reaching 100,000 subscribers. That is the goal I want to hit this year. I know it's big, but set your goals big and just shoot for it. That's what it's all about. But let's dive in and see what else Bob Dylan brings to the table.
In the time of my confession, in the hour of my deepest need, when the pool of tears beneath my feet flood every newborn seed, there's a dying voice within me, reaching out somewhere, toiling in the danger and in the morals of despair. Don't have the inclination to look back on any mistake. Like Cain, I now behold this chain of events that I must break. In the fury of the moment, I can see the Master's hand in every leaf that trembles, in every grain of sand. Oh, the flowers of indulgence and the weeds of yesteryear, like criminals they have choked the breath of conscience in good cheer. The sun beat down upon the steps of time to light the way, to ease the pain of idleness and the memory of decay. I gaze into the doorway of temptation's angry flame, and every time I pass that way, I always hear my name. Then onward in my journey, I come to understand that every hair is numbered, like every grain of sand. I have gone from rags to riches in the sorrow of the night, in the violence of a summer street, in the chill of a wintry light, then the bitter dance of lonely loneliness fading into space in the broken mirror of innocence on each forgotten face. I hear the aging footsteps like the motion of the sea. Sometimes I turn, there's someone there. Other times it's only me. I am hanging in the balance of the reality of man, like every sparrow falling, like every grain of sand.
This maybe by far might be, I mean, it's hard to say. I like everything you guys have sent to me when it comes to Bob Dylan, but this far has probably by far has to be my favorite. It's hard to say that, man. Okay, one of my favorites. There we go. Written by him. And as I was sitting there listening to it, before I dive into the lyrics, I want to say this. I'm going to talk about the harmonica really quick. I know I keep bringing this instrument up, and like I said, as a kid, I'm going to bring the story up again. I used to always think to myself, what the heck is the point of the harmonica? What is it? Why? You know, I never understood the sound. Like, I used to think, like, what is the point? And I've been hearing the harmonica so much lately in blues and Bob Dylan and other genres of music on here. And when I hear it in this song, I always talk about the organ. And for those who don't know, my dad's a keyboard player. That's where my jazz influence comes from. Been playing a long time. And huge organ fan. I love the organ. One of my favorite instruments. And the reason why I bring the organ up in this, because I thought the harmonica played a role of the organ in this. And I'm going to call it the mini organ from now on. It's not going to be the harmonica anymore. It's going to be the mini organ. And it really came in and played a special part in this song because the tone and mood that was set in this song, the way and how soft he brought the harmonica in, it really shocked me, because I'm so used to hearing the harmonica really scream. And I thought of the organ screams, and you can play it really softly. And he played the harmonica so softly in this song, and it really fit really well. And it brought out a lot of emotion in that harmonica with this song. And I was just like, man, you feel it. And I've never felt that with the harmonica, but I felt it in this particular Bob Dylan song. Like, the harmonica was just perfect. And now as I pull up the lyrics in front of me, I'm gonna dive and be jumping over in different little sections of this, but it really caught my attention. You know, I really like how he opens up: in a time of my confession, in the hour of my deepest need, when the pool of tears beneath my feet flood every newborn seed. I mean, this man has some deep writing. I mean, it's just, this song had so many cuts, and I'm gonna pass over some stuff, but it's just certain little things and lines that really stuck out to me. I really love this one. I gaze into the doorway of temptation, angry flame, and every time I pass that way, I always hear my name. Man, it's so many. That line right there really just hit home, because it's like, man, as human beings, as we put on this earth in faith, you know, we're all tempted in stuff in life in general. You're tempted, and temptation, I feel like every human being, you feel like temptation has your name on it, whatever that temptation may be. You know, some people struggle with temptations with certain things, and I really, really related to Bob Dylan in that line. Like, man, just thinking about little things you may battle in life, and say, walk by that door, you know, just keep on moving, keep on going. And this song really, like, Bob Dylan, when he writes, he really tackles deep. Like, he really goes into and tugs at stuff that I think people may be afraid to talk about or you come out and say. And he writes in his music to say like, hey, I know what you're feeling. I know what you may be going through. I know the deepest things you might battle. And a lot of people are afraid to talk about. He makes it manageable in his music. Like he talks about it in his music and isn't afraid to address anything. And I was talking about him addressing things such as politics or whatever he was talking about back then, you know, civil rights and stuff like that, you know, stuff you guys have sent me. But then we go here and he's talking about emotions and stuff that's going on. And this is another category of his that he just wasn't afraid to dive into. And man, I was just like, wow, as I'm listening to the lyrics, I'm like, man, this song is just powerful. And, you know, he says, I have gone from rags to riches in the sorrow of the night, in the violence of the summer dream, in a chill of the wintry light. It's just everything. I mean, you could just sit here and just nitpick that the little different phrases he said in here. I mean, and apply something to life, like apply it to it. This whole song is about just applying to life, like applying something like, and then he ends it. You know, I love how he hears it. I hear the ancient footsteps like the motion of the sea. Sometimes I turn, there's someone there, and at times it's only me. I'm hanging in the balance of a perfect finished plan, like every sparrow falling, like every grain of sand. Dude, if you don't, I mean, I get it. We agree to disagree, but once again, I'm gonna say this. You guys know how I am. I'm gonna say this man is once again the greatest to ever write and the greatest to do it. And we can agree to disagree, but I solely agree he is. And this song definitely puts the icing on the cake. Well written, very beautiful. I mean, it's. I want to go back and like listen to it again. Like you keep just feeling different and getting the different emotions out of the song. But it was well written. And I love hearing his voice too right now in this one. He's not giving us the best of Bob Dylan vocals. He's not giving us it's just him naturally just letting it out. And that's what I love most. This wasn't to come in there and blow you away by Bob Dylan singing. This was to get and his best way of putting it out. And he did that. And that's Bob Dylan. Loved it. Loved the suggestion. Thank you guys for tuning back in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.